Welcome to SEDES English. My name is Viviana, and today we're going to be learning prefixes. Now, what are prefixes? Prefixes are a set of letters that are put in the beginning of a word to give it a different meaning. So instead of just creating a new word, we put these new set of words or set of letters in front of the word to just change the meaning. If we look, here we only have some. These are the most common prefixes, but you can look up many more and you can see that they just add the ones in blue, right? The set of letters in blue to the root words, which then changes the meaning. So here, let's look at the first one. We have by. By means two or twice. So here, we know weekly, right? That means like week, like each week. Now, if I say weekly or bi-weekly, that means a set of 2 weeks. So not just 1 week, 2 weeks. Then we have bicycle, right? So a bicycle, how many wheels does it have? It only has 2, right? So because it is bi, now it means 2 of those wheels, bicycle. Then here we have lingual, like language, right? When I put bilingual, that means I can speak 2 languages, right? So bi just means that it is going to be 2 sets or 2 of those things. Then we have this. This means not, or like it makes the root word, this one, negative. So it negates it. Here we have this. Agree. We know what agree is. It's when you say yes, right? You are feeling or you feel like that is the correct answer. Now, when you say disagree, you're like, that's not right. Like, that's not the correct answer. All right? So you are saying no to it now. Then we have disqualify. When you qualify for something, that means that you are accepted. That means that everything is good, right? But now when you are disqualified, that means that something was not correct and you are taken out, right? So it just negates qualify. Then we have dislike. Like is whenever you like something. We know what like is, right? Now when you say dislike, that means that you do not like it anymore. Then we have in. There's going to be a lot of prefixes that are going to mean not, because instead of changing the word, they just add those set of letters to give the meaning of not, to negate the root word. And here we have impossible, right? Possible means that you can do it, right? Impossible means you cannot do it. Then we have immoral. Moral, right, is what you believe, what you follow in your life. Now, immoral means that something that is against your beliefs, right? Immoral. Then we have practical, right? Impractical. Practical means something that makes sense, that you do because it is easy, right? Now, impractical means that you are doing something very difficult, something that does not make sense. Then we have here un, right? Un is again another set for not, just like the ones here. Here we have unbelievable. Believable is whenever something is, right, more credible, or you can say yes to it because you believe in it. But when you add the un, it makes it unbelievable. So not believable. You do not believe in that. You cannot follow that. Here then we have sanitary. Sanitary we know is clean. So when something is unsanitary, that means unclean. And right now we want to be as sanitary as we can. Then here we have sure. Sure, right, is whenever you feel confident in something, right? Are you sure, right? Are you confident in your answer? You're like, yes, I am sure. But when you're not confident, right, you say, I am unsure, right? You are not confident. Now we're moving on to in. Again, another prefix that means not. And here we have independent. So dependent, right? Dependent means that you are, having to rely on someone, having to wait on someone. But when you're independent, that means you do not have to rely on anyone. You are by yourself and you are good. Then we have definite. Definite is something that is very specific, right? And when I say indefinite, that means not specific. And we should know this from our indefinite and definite pronouns. Now we have ability, inability. So ability is to able to do something, to be able to do something. And when you have inability, that means that you are not able to do something. Again, you are just negating the word. So instead of saying, yes, I can do it, to not, I cannot do it. Here then we have miss. Miss is when something is wrong, wrongly, right? It is incorrect. So here we have misread. So if I'm reading something and I do not read it correctly, I misread it. Here I have misinformed, right? If someone tells me some information that is incorrect, that is wrong, I am misinformed. Then here I have misbehave. If I am acting very badly, or you're with your children, right, you're trying to tell them to be quiet and they're running around, right, they are not acting correctly, they are misbehave, right, misbehaving. But here, misbehave, not acting correctly. Then here we have pre. Pre means before. So we have preschool. You know, when you take your kids to preschool, it's not the actual school, right, an actual level. It is just what they teach them to be ready to enter an actual class, preschool. Then we have precaution. We know caution is to be careful. So precaution is, hey, be careful right before you do it. Like be more precautious, right? Have that little thing before. Then pre-cook. That means you have to cook beforehand. Don't cook it at the moment you open the bag, right? You have to cook it beforehand. Lastly, we have co, which is with or partner. But what I mean by partner is like this word, right? Like co-partner. So it means that someone you are working with, right? Or you are having to discuss with. Coexist, right? Humans and animals coexist. That means that we are living in the same place, same planet. And here, co-worker, someone that you work with. Pretty easy, right? Again, there's just a couple of words that go, a couple of letters that go in front of your root words to change the meaning, and those are prefixes. Hopefully this was helpful for you. If you have any questions, just leave a comment, and hopefully I see you soon in class. Bye.